Today I will read one sutta from Anguttara Nikaya and just share with you. Lord Buddha was living in Kimbila in a Nichula grove, maybe some kind of tree, Nichula trees. Then Venerable Kimbila approached the Buddha, Blessed One, paid homage and sat down on one side and said, "What is the cause and reason why, Bhante, the good Dhamma does not continue long after a Tathagata has attained final Nibbana?" So he asked the Tathagata's Dhamma, after Tathagata's passing away, how it disappears, why it disappears. Very, very important question, isn't it? People are discussing and debating, no? So here Lord Buddha answers. Here Kimbila, after a Tathagata has attained final Nibbana, the bhikkhus, the bhikkhunis, male lay followers and female lay followers dwell without reverence and deference towards the teacher. When the reverence becomes less and less towards the Buddha, that is the cause. The more and more faith, a very strong commitment, understanding you have, the Tathagata's Dhamma will continue. Otherwise, it will diminish. Why do you lose faith? Because you don't understand the Supreme Buddha, the qualities of the Buddha. The more and more you remember qualities of the Buddha, the more and more Shraddha, the more and more commitment to Buddha comes. Isn't it? So practice Buddhanusati. That is another meditation technique. Again and again recollect. Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho. Do you know this chanting? How many of you know this chanting? Raise your hands. About half of you. Others, please learn. It is just 9 qualities of the Buddha. But when you repeat it again and again, it is so powerful. It will save you from dangers. The qualities of Buddha have that power to save you from dangers, accidents, fire, poison, this and that. All kinds of nonsense, black magic people, bad fellows, hateful fellows. All those things are avoided if you have this enlightenment qualities remembered again and again. Okay? So why the Buddha's teachings vanish? Because bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, upasaka, upasikas, they will have less and less faith, reverence. They dwell without reverence and deference towards the Dhamma. The same thing. The faith, the Shraddha, the gratitude, and that becomes less towards Dhamma. Why it becomes less? Because they don't know the qualities of Dhamma. Why they don't know the qualities of Dhamma? Because they don't study Dhamma. As simple as that. They don't listen to Dhamma. You are all really wonderful people. Most of you also come every Sunday. You want to hear. Hearing, if you don't hear, then you will not know. When you don't know, then how can you have reverence to the Dhamma, the teaching of the Buddha? So that's why listen to Dhamma again and again, again and again. Come to viharas wherever you are. Go to viharas. It takes little trouble. It takes little time, but still put that effort and go regularly. Be in touch. The more you are in touch with Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, the more blessings will come to your heart, the more awareness will be there. So you are in the Dhamma word more and more. If you go to greedy word, you are in the word of greed. If you are in conflict, if you like conflict people, talk to them, give enough time to them, listen to conflicts, hear the jagadas here and there, oh, that fighting, this fighting, outside fighting, international fighting, internal fighting going on, then that will come into your heart. But if you listen to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, that will come into your heart. So what you pour into your cup, that is what is there in the cup. So pour the more and more Dhamma. Drink more and more Dhamma. The third is, they dwell without reverence and deference towards the Sangha. So Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. These are the real reasons. These are the real causes why the Dhamma will be lost. They dwell without reverence and deference towards the training. Now you have taken Trisarana, Panchashila. This is a training. Lord Buddha's path is training. It is the path of practice. Now we did meditation. So this is practice. So you told you will be doing meditation at home also. Some of you are doing already, some others will be, you want to do regularly, do it. So training, everything boils down to training of the mind. If you just leave the mind, it is accustomed to go towards suffering. It is accustomed very easily to fall into greed. You don't need to put effort. It will fall on its own. If you want to take something up, you have to use force. For falling down, it will just fall down. Hatred, anger, just to hate somebody is so easy. It doesn't need training. You can become angry. You can think bad about others. Not only think bad about others, you start enjoying. Hating somebody, you enjoy it. Speaking bad about somebody, you enjoy it. So that enjoyment is another defilement. Addiction to defilements is again another defilement. Addiction. People become addicted to alcohol, drugs. You tell them to leave, they don't want to leave. They are addicted. So mind is addicted to defilements also. There is no intoxicant which is more dangerous than greed or hatred or ignorance. And mind gets addicted to that. From there arises arrogance. Mind gets addicted. Adamant. Mind gets addicted. my thought, my opinion should be listened by others. Everybody should follow my intentions. Again, addiction. So many kinds of addiction. Jealousy addiction, backbiting addiction, laziness addiction. Mind delights in those things. You may say, oh, I don't want to be angry. But deep inside you want to be angry because you like it. You enjoy to be angry. So this is why we need training. Mind is addicted. So to bring it out, some training is needed. So that is why Sila is a training, Samadhi is a training, Panya. Sila Sikha, Samadhi Sikha, and Panya Sikha. These are Sikha trainings. Very interesting, no? So we have to work on our own mind. And the fifth one, Lord Buddha say, they dwell without reverence and deference towards each other. So, no reverence for Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and the training, and to each other. They're happy to quarrel and fight and pull down and drag each other down. Instead of supporting, oh, come on, you grow in Dhamma, practice Shila. If you want to practice this one, I will support you. You want to go 3 days meditation, okay, go, I will manage. Supporting. Why don't you read this book? Why don't you take off this 1 hour time? Go and listen to Dhamma. Support each other. If somebody is backbiting, then remind, oh, don't do this. You are backbiting, that is not good. That will harm you, that will harm me. Don't do that. You can remind, no? So, instead of that, if you don't have reverence and respect to each other, then that brings the downfall of Dhamma. This is the cause and reason why the good Dhamma does not continue long after a Tathagata has attained final Nibbana. What is the cause and reason why, Bhante, the good Dhamma continues long after a Tathagata has attained final Nibbana? Again, Kimbila Bhante asks Lord Buddha, why it will be lasting long? Then the Tathagata tells the same thing. After Tathagata has attained final Nibbana, bhikkhus, bhikkhunis, lay male followers, lay female followers dwell in reverence and deference towards the Buddha teacher, to the Dhamma, to the Sangha, to the training, and towards each other. When they live like this, the Dhamma will last for a long time. Okay? So people are very busy in debating and this and that. Oh, why Buddhism went away from here or there or like that? They will be saying, oh, that fellow came and killed this fellow came and destroyed that fellow. These are external few causes, but the real ones are these things. If you have this strong saddha to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, let hundreds of ghoris and khiljis or this fellow, that fellow come and let hundreds of viharas be broken, nothing will be happen. Because nobody can destroy the Buddha in your heart, the Dhamma in your heart, the Sangha in your heart. Right? So, Lord Buddha has given answers to all the questions that arise. Only thing is you have to read, open the book, open the Tripitaka, read it. It is there. Okay, so today you have learned many things. You learned meditation, you learned about this Dhamma, so many things about walking meditation, all these things, try to practice, okay? As much as possible, remember, and practice. So here we conclude today's program, morning program.